Hello everybody, welcome back to The Contrarian. Today I have an interesting topic to talk about today, and it's nothing really new. I've talked about Cathie Wood and Tesla and everything that surrounds the Tesla saga. I've talked about that several times already, but this is a really interesting topic in that Cathie Wood just last week, just a few days ago, she put out her updated price targets, price targets for Tesla stock, and apparently at that point in time she was saying that her base case, so what she realistically expects Tesla to meet or exceed, she was saying would be $3,000 a share in the next few years, which is over a 4x from here where Tesla is right now. And then her best case price target was supposedly $4,000 a share. So you would think with this sort of mindset, with these sort of price targets out there, that Cathie Wood would be all over Tesla. She'd maybe even be purchasing more Tesla than she even has right now. But no, in the last day we've had recent updates that she has in fact been selling large amounts of Tesla's stock. She recently, I think the updated number is around 139 million in shares total that she's sold. So that's not a small amount, which is kind of funny that she's obviously doing the exact opposite of what she just said. And it's somewhat irritating because there's a large amount of people out there, retail traders especially, who love to follow Cathie Wood and who think that she's the greatest investment guru out there that ever existed. And it's somewhat disappointing that she will be letting her fans down again, but I hope that this is somewhat of a wake-up call to those out there who just follow whatever financial people spew out. I wish that they would be more honest, but it also is somewhat, it also is something that they should probably know better than to follow the every word of somebody like Cathie Wood. So this is somewhat irritating in that, she obviously probably sees something coming relatively soon that doesn't bode well for Tesla's valuation. This is also somewhat in line with the actions of Elon Musk in the last 6 months or more, essentially with Elon tweeting so much about GameStop and then Dogecoin and everything else that he tweeted about, and Bitcoin and everything. That pulled a lot of media attention. It essentially pulled all of the media's attention away from all of the Tesla autopilot fatalities, which were happening earlier this year and which are still happening to some extent right now. And looking at when Tesla will be having to release this data to the Transportation Board of Safety, it's coming up pretty soon. So that might be what Cathie Wood is somewhat worried about, in terms of suddenly the media realizing that Tesla's autopilot program is not in fact as safe as it appears. And if you go and look into some of the articles out there that did get buried at the time that are about 6 months old, you will see that there were several fatalities in which Tesla's autopilot was entirely at fault. So that really doesn't bode well for Tesla's valuation if in fact that is released and that comes about. Bottom line, I am bearish Tesla's valuation, but I like what they've done for the most part as a company. I like the innovation that they've brought to the automotive industry, which was just such a dying industry up until they came. It really had no incentive to innovate and move in any sort of direction whatsoever. So I like the fact that Tesla and Elon Musk have really pushed other automakers to begin innovating as much as they can, and I think that's great that what they've done. I don't like all of the hype valuations that have been brought on Tesla and other assets or tokens as a result of Elon Musk's actions. That's just what I'm not a fan of. So all that being said, this is somewhat of an interesting and somewhat amusing topic for me to be bringing to you today. And all that being said, if you like this kind of content, just consider subscribing to this channel, and I hope to see you again at some point.